Ready to bag some up and send them out to Island Life fishing. I hope they do awesome on the water. I hope they catch some massive fish. Hope they work out. Hope you like these colors. Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be making some baits for Island Life fishing. He's going to be going after some very large fish. I forget what he called them. I think he said mullets. I could be wrong. But he's going after some large fish, so he wanted some large swim baits. And he also said some smaller swim baits he could go after the peacock bass. So I'm making him some new colors that we have never made before, because he said he wanted natural colors, more of a gray, more of a brown. Colors like that, he said, are the colors that he's looking for. So I'm making some new colors, trying some new things out. Hopefully he likes them. This is just a teaser video showing him what he's going to be getting before they get to him. So come along while I make some baits, see what all is being done, and just let's see what the colors turn out like. This is a surprise for me, you, and everyone. Let's do this. Okay everyone, so I mixed up the Plastisol and got the color mixed. My battery died while I was doing all that, so I don't have that taped. But this is the gray. This gray does have black flake, silver flake, and that's it, black and silver. I've already shot a couple with the black and silver, but I had meant to put white in it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of white just to see what it does to the color. Like I said, this is a new color. Never made it before. Experimenting right now is what we're doing. This is all complete experimentation. Island Life is going to get a first run of this. Hopefully they do well. Hopefully they work well, or he can give us some ideas for tweaking it. I actually think I like the white in there. I think that might be the missing component. Hopefully this is recording good. It's hard to see. I've got it in a new position, trying to actually get some different angles and better shots of this. Add a little bit more white in, because I actually like the white in there. It definitely added some touch to a more whitey gray like I wanted. I gotta let this cool down a little bit anyway. You can see all the steam billowing off. It's hot. When I'm shooting these swim baits, I try to shoot them a little bit cooler. They do better when they're cooler. I'm not sure how well that's going to show. Island Life said he likes more natural colors. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, is a more natural color. So that way it fits more what he's fishing. Like I said, I've already shot some small and large swim baits in the gray that I already had prepared, which did not have the white flakes in it. I'll have some video of that coming up so you can see the finished product. This is kind of a teaser video. I'm going to release it and show him what he's getting before he gets it. This is just kind of a review product for him. Trying to get something out to him that we can get some reviews on. I am just going to shoot the large bait right now. It's probably way more plastic than we need, but it's all good. Just put it right in, straight up and down, and even pressure down. Keep applying pressure even after it's full for a couple seconds, then lift up. Woo! We made a mess. Houston, we got a problem. Now you want to keep that sprue full so that the air doesn't get into there. When air gets in, you get air bubbles. Like I said, I shot this a little hotter than I like shooting it. When you shoot it hot, the reason you get the air in there is because the plastic is shrinking as it cools. And when you shoot it hot, it's just got so much shrinkage to do that it's like you have to continuously fill up that sprue, otherwise you end up with air. When you shoot it a little bit cooler, it already is starting to shrink, so it takes a lot less time to stop shrinking. That had some air bubble in it. We're making two colors for Island Life to review. I'm making this gray, and then I'm going to make it's like a brownish green. I already have the pumpkin watermelon, which is kind of like that brownish green, but I'm going to add some earthworm to it to try to make it a little browner. Change it up a little bit, see what I can get. Kind of playing around with some new colors. We have definitely made a mess with this one. It's not going down far, but it is going down just a little bit. Dropping things, making messes, it's all kinds of fun. So we'll go ahead and clean all this stuff off while we're waiting for that to set. See, a lot of that had already set in there. But that was a lot of air bubble in that. These big swim baits are by far the hardest ones to shoot without air bubbles. I had given it a little bit of a break in hopes that that would make the shooting of the baits a little bit easier, because as the mold gets really hot, it seems as though you end up with a lot worse air bubbles. Looks like it shot okay. Not a bad color. I like this gray. I like the white effect. Okay. I've reheated it, melted it back down. Letting it cool down a little bit because I kind of got it hotter than I wanted to. You know, as you stir it, it helps bring that heat down some. The longer you stir it, the more your heat drops. I like shooting this close to 300 degrees when I'm doing these swim baits. It seems to be about the ideal temperature. And right now we're at like 350. A bit hotter than I want it to be. So just trying to bring down that temperature some. I could shoot it at this temperature, but it just seems like we get more air bubbles at this temperature. It seems like the cooler it is, the closer it is to setting, the better it shoots. Like I said, this is a new color. Never made this color before tonight. Everything I did with it was experimental. 340. We dropped it about 10 degrees. It is cooler outside, so that's going to help it a little bit too. But like I said, it's all was experimental. I did all different things. Never done this color before. Kind of seeing what works. $330. Trying to bring it down to about 300. Like I said, that just seems to be my magic number. Always make sure you have that glove on. Like I said, this is up at the 320 degrees basically. It's hot. Straight, steady pressure down. Now we're just going to keep that sprue topped off until it's time to open it. Here's hoping this time it worked. If it did, we won't have enough to do another shot. If it did not work, we may have enough. And so these big swim baits are by far the hardest ones to do. It's because that density of them, they're so big that as it cools down, there's so much ability to end up with an air bubble. We'd come very close at one point to just taking the big swim baits off of our list of baits we offered. Just for a while at least, till we could kind of figure out what to do with them. Because we were having such an issue with the air bubbles in them. We have figured out if we shoot at a lower temperature, it definitely helps. Now we see what happened here. If they worked, hopefully they worked. I'm hoping they worked. Nothing more discouraging than when you shoot these baits over and over and over again and they just keep on messing up. This one seems like we're pretty good. They seem pretty good. It's a cool looking bait. We can probably get another shot of the small swim baits. We won't get another big swim bait out of what's left. So I guess we'll go ahead and melt that down and do a small swim bait. I didn't want to do that until I knew I got my big swim bait done. Because I wanted to get at least one more set. Okay, everyone, so you saw what the baits turned out like. You saw them getting made. I hope that they are good colors for him. I hope they slam those fish. I can't wait to see what he catches and see those videos that are being made. These are the finished products. That's kind of the gray. I don't know how well you can see it on the camera, but that's the gray that ended up coming out of that mixture. And this is my brownish green. That is what came out from there. They turned out pretty sharp looking. Not bad at all for just kind of playing with colors. Got the little swim baits. Such a difference in size. I can't wait to see what he catches, and I hope they do amazing for him. But until next time, guys, enjoy life, and we'll catch you on the next one.